Dennis Hogan, 30 days away from the big showdown in New York City. How do you feel?
I feel great. I'm in the hurt box right now in terms of training, volume, intensity, but getting through it and pulling up really good. So I can't believe it's only 4 weeks away. This is it. Like, this is for my dreams to come true. I'm only 4 weeks away, so I'm excited, and everything's been going good.
Sparring today, you look sensational against a couple of bigger guys. Is that going to be sort of the resume for the next 4 weeks to spar bigger guys to get ready for this middleweight title?
Yeah, I mean, everything we want to have it identical, you know, to obviously Charlo. So the best we can get to replicate that, and again, height is one of the main things. But I always felt it was one of my strengths anyway, against a taller opponent, and working that head, body, head, and everything else that comes with it, and the variation that comes off that. So I'm excited about it.
Have you had to change the regime of the training program from Mangua to Charlo all that much?
Yeah, there's a little bit there.
Strength-wise?
There's a little bit there as well that it's gonna be stuff that I'll be doing, moving certain ways that I haven't moved before, in big fights. So we're looking to implement that without giving too much away. And but I mean, in terms of a tall boxer that wants to kind of come towards me, it sort of works out well. That a lot of it will kind of stay the same, but it's the same, but we'll implement different ways of doing it.
Leaving for Miami next week, you'll bunker down there for 3 weeks for a training camp, is that right?
Yeah, so 2 and a bit weeks, before we go to New York for fight week. But Miami is where we will be. We'll have a brilliant camp there. Apparently the recovery and everything is all in the one place. It's only a few minutes from where we'll be staying. It seems like we've got a great setup, because we did it in LA last time, and it was brilliant. We didn't think we could do better, but this seems like it could be better again. So I'm excited about getting to Miami, and just that's it. Then just the blinkers come on completely. I've been pretty good at being focused, but when that comes on, it's just all getting your hand raised and beating Charlo. So.
5th fight now under Glenn Rushton. He always seems to come up with this master game plan, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, the plans that Glenn has done have all worked out to perfection, really, in terms of what he's been looking for and what we need to do. And again, I expect, and I know that this one will be the same also.
Okay. John Wayne Parr versus Anthony Mundine. You're obviously not going to be in the country for it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Massive thing for DDP Sports. How do you feel that's going to go?
I've been back and forth on it, again, like I always fancied the boxer, over anybody coming from another code, in terms of what they specifically do. But I don't know who wants it more, and John Wayne is certainly up for it. I know Mundine wants this too. He doesn't want to go out on the last fight. It's very, very interesting, So I'm just going to sit back on it. I'm just going to watch it now from the way they compare. There's a lot of different scenarios that can happen. There's too many variables.
What an incredible card, isn't it? 11 fight card, very, very stacked. Some very talented fights. Ben Marty, Andrew Hunt, Letty. It's going to be an incredible night, isn't it?
Incredible night. I mean, I'd love to be there just to watch the undercard alone. I'm just devastated that I'm going to be missing it. Really, I really am. But I'll certainly be watching online anyway. And I know it's just going to be a brilliant night. It's going to be talked about for a long time after.
Good stuff. Kovalev versus Canelo on the weekend. Canelo moving up to 175, took his 4th world title at a different weight. What were your thoughts on that?
It's just incredible. I mean, to get the TKO as well, like it's incredible. I think the man's a freak. Canelo is a freak. How did he get up to that weight and be able to have so much power at that weight? I mean, does that mean he can go down to middle? Could he make super welterweight again if he wanted? Like, I just don't really. I can't really see how he can fluctuate up and down so much. It's a bit of an enigma, but all credit to him. It's been a phenomenal thing, and he'll be talked about for many years to come with that achievement also.
Would you say, and this is no disrespect to a lot of fighters, since Mayweather, is Canelo sort of the representation of the prize of our sport?
Yeah. I mean, in terms of being marketed as well, he certainly is the number one. Like a lot of people speak about it, but you know, when you think about he's only lost in his record being Mayweather, and it's funny when you think of Alvarez and everything that he's done, and then you see that he was actually, you know, quite schooled in boxing by Mayweather. It's incredible that Mayweather was able to do that.
11 rounds to 1.
11 rounds to 1, and then I think it's good for Mayweather to be able to have that there, so then we can sort of gauge the next generation of Mayweather's generation, what he's achieved, if that makes sense. So it's an incredible thing that he's done, and I can't see him, you know, being beaten for a long time unless he fights me. So
An interesting fight on the night on December the 7th on the undercard is Korobov versus Chris Eubank Jr. Korobov fought Charlo 2 fights ago and gave him a few problems. Is there anything you've picked up of him that you might adapt in the fight against Charlo?
Yeah. There's actually there's quite a few little things there that I really liked seeing when I watched the fight. When I watched it, I didn't go into it all that much. I might sit down with Glenn and watch the full fight again. But I mean, what I've watched is clips, and again, it's everything that I kind of wanted to see. Was Korobov getting away with the success that he had. I think plays into my general game plan anyway. So it's good, and it's actually a great card to have on the undercard as well. You know, and I'll be honest, it's an honour to main event such a great card, to have fighters fighting on the undercard of that caliber. So
It's a very great undercard.
yeah. So but again, I'll look back at these things with fond memories. But for right now, just focused on getting the win. This is what I've worked all my life for. The last 9 years specifically have been directed at this, and it's going to happen December 7th. And I just need to keep the blinkers until that moment, and then we can relax and eat a bit of pizza, have a New York hot dog or whatever it is. We'll
Paint that town green.
paint the town green, really. Yeah.
Any last words for your Australian, American, obviously Irish fans around the world?
Yeah, listen, thank you so much for all the support. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you really have gone above and beyond to give me support, and I've gone above and beyond so far in camp, and I will continue to make sure the best Dennis Hurricane Hogan shows up that night and gets the World Championship. So thank you very much.